It's not hard to see the appeal, or parallels, like Murphy Halston, born Roy Halston Frowick, grew up in Indiana, longing for the world beyond his rural setting. The Ultrasuede creator and the mastermind behind Glee and American Horror Story both exploded in popularity for their bold visions, and went on to dilute that cachet by indiscriminately lending their names to products and productions, with some notable exceptions. The cautionary tale woven into Halston, one that traces the threat of success to artistry, also underlines the connection, unwittingly or otherwise. But this 5-part limited series is, like much of Halston's and Murphy's work, a collaboration. Playwright Sharr White, Annapurna, The Other Place, created the series, which is based on Steven Gaines' Simply Halston biography. Murphy writes and executive produces along with White and Scream Queens and the politician scribe Ian Brennan. Another regular Murphy collaborator, American Crime Story and Hollywood director Daniel Minahan, helms the series. That Halston enjoyed having a coterie as much as Murphy does adds another layer of symmetry, where the designer had Elsa Peretti, Joe Eula, and his Halstonettes, including Pat Cleveland and Angelica Houston. The multi-hyphenate has Brennan, Minahan, and stalwart cast members like Sarah Paulson and Evan Peters. Surprisingly, Halston features none of the Murphy repertory players, but some of his other hallmarks are very much in place in this biographical drama: outsiders, power dynamics, queer leads, musical numbers. Though Halston is undeniably a group effort, built around Ewan McGregor's oft-canny performance, it's still destined to be dubbed a Ryan Murphy show, with all the baggage that comes with that term. And yet, the docudrama somehow manages to skimp on that Murphy-ness. It's nowhere near as campy or heightened or as absurd as it ought to be, even if those qualities usually set Murphy's shows up to go off the rails. When Bianca Jagger appears astride a horse in the middle of the dance floor, it's in more of an obligatory 1970s greatest hits compilation manner than a Rococo moment. The story's overindulgences are limited to coke-snorting scenes and utterances of Halston, which number in the hundreds. The sex scenes are often a whirl of clothes, which is maybe fitting. As exquisite as the limited series production and costume designs are, there's more wonder and humor in one of the designer's old perfume commercials. The name Halston was, for a time, synonymous with the glitz and excess of the disco era. With his sleek, luxurious fashions and omnipresence at Studio 54 with lifelong friends like Liza Minnelli, played here with brio by Krysta Rodriguez, the American milliner turned designer helped make that scene. But by his own design, Halston's influence quickly grew beyond nightclubs and ready-to-wear for Manhattan socialites to the Summer Olympics and, ultimately and most damningly, J.C. Penney.